my gosh, what a day we have today for the morning show. I'm Marshall Shore.
And I'm Melissa Farley. We're here at the
fabulous Arizona Center, and it's a twofer day.
It is.
It is, because we're doing a little bit of Arizona. It's like Arizona Statehood. Oh, I guess I should do that side. So Arizona Statehood Day.
I was going to say, I will wish you a happy Arizona Statehood Day.
Ooh, and I'll wish you a happy Valentine's Day.
Thank you, Marshall.
There you go.
All right.
Look at that.
Yeah.
So it's just such a magical day.
It is.
All around.
All around. A day full of love and appreciation for the things we love.
Exactly. And the people.
I even put on a dress for you today.
Aw. And I put on boots for you.
I love those boots. I know. Well, we're so happy to be here celebrating this, I was going to say iconic. It's kind of an iconic day with you, Arizona
Well, for
history.
me it is. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like, ooh.
I know. It's a big day for Marshall. I'm a big sucker for holidays, so celebrating Valentine's Day, getting to be on a set with people that I love working with, you, Marshall, our producer, Ann, our intern, Dylan.
Don't forget about Theo.
And Theo. I always forget about the man behind the curtain in the
know.
back working all the magic.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Theo's extremely talented and has been running the show actually pretty much all day today.
Yeah,
So yeah, we
really
love
good.
Theo too. So yeah, it's a good day.
It is a very good day.
It is. Okay, well, we've got some good stuff lined up for you. It's very Valentine's Day themed today, from my understanding.
Well, at least with a guest.
With
yes.
the guest, yes. So we're going to take just the quickest of breaks, and we'll be right back after this with a treat for you on this Valentine's Day.
And welcome back on this fantastic Friday. There's so much going on here on the morning show. Thank you so much for coming back and joining us. I'm Marshall Shore.
And I'm Melissa Farley. We're here at the
Fabulous Arizona Center with so much going on.
We do. We have one of our favorite people back.
I know,
with
but
us
I
today.
love in this shot of just the two shot, there's a giveaway kind of right there.
Oh, the flowers?
Yeah,
the
those roses.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know, because you didn't buy me roses, so no. I'm kidding.
I was saying buying goes two ways. I didn't see any on my
I know
show.
your face was like, bitch, you didn't get me.
I was like, what'd you get me? You got me somebody else's cookie. That's what you got.
Yeah, you can have my leftover cookie. Sorry. Okay, we do have Courtney Fae Long back with us.
Yay!
I'm so happy to be here. Hi.
We're so
Thank
happy
you
to
for
have
inviting
you.
me.
And you're all
Yeah.
festive. I
Yes,
love it.
Valentine's Day, my
Yeah.
favorite day of the year.
Is it your favorite day?
It is. Well, one of my top 3 favorite days of the year.
Oh, I love it.
Yes, along
Yay.
with my birthday and Christmas.
See,
all
I'm
right.
not a birthday girl. I would swap in Halloween for a birthday.
Nice. Oh, I love Halloween
Yeah,
too. Yes,
I know,
yes.
I know. So,
Okay, I guess I have 4 then.
that's okay. You can have 4 favorites. Well, thanks for joining us on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
My pleasure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we know that you have some stuff, I think, for couples and for people that maybe aren't in a partnership or a couple relationship right now.
Yes.
So why don't you kick us off? Where's a good place to start?
Yeah, let's start with a 3-minute love ritual for couples.
Okay.
This one is so good for deepening connection because, you know, it's Valentine's Day. People think of the chocolates and the flowers, and it's so much about making it look romantic.
Right.
And sometimes couples forget to focus on how they feel.
Yeah.
You know, how can we feel love and feel closer to our partner, especially just in everyday life. So, of course, yes, Valentine's Day, we celebrate love. We do all these festive things, flowers, you know, just hot date, all those good things. But I'm going to teach you a 3-minute love ritual that you can do any day.
Okay.
That will help deepen love and connection. And I know you're not partners, but I'm going to ask you to demonstrate this for us.
Sure.
So the
Yeah.
viewers can check it out.
Okay.
Does that sound good?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, and it's funny because a lot of people think we are a couple.
Yeah.
Just because
Yeah.
I think, I mean, even my mom was like, you guys have such good chemistry together.
Oh, your mom said that?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've had guests walk in quite a bit lately
Yeah.
and like ask us before the show starts, like, oh, are you guys married? And we're like, no.
Or we are, but not to each other.
Yeah.
A nice Victorian farce ensues.
Okay, so there's 3 steps to
Okay.
the 3-minute love ritual. The first one is you'll hold hands and you'll look into each other's eyes.
Ooh, you have soft hands.
Eye gazing just itself can help to synchronize your heartbeat, and it can also actually increase romantic attraction, and it's also really good for a deeper connection because it's almost like we're looking into our partner's soul when we're looking into their eyes. So just that is stellar. The second step is you're going to take 3 deep breaths in sync with each other. But before you do that, let me explain. You'll inhale through your nose, and then on the exhale, have an audible sigh. So let me demonstrate. Inhale. Ah.
That's louder than I was going to
I know.
Right?
No, that was much louder. Although,
Yes.
although you have to remember we're mic'd, so no matter what we do, it's going to be.
Although we breathed out pretty loud during yoga, so.
That's true.
Okay.
And the reason to do this audible sigh is it signals to the body and the brain that you're safe. It signals to relax. It activates your vagus nerve, which helps relax your nervous system.
Vegas.
I knew you
nerve.
were gonna
I was like, oh.
Not Las Vegas. It's
Aw,
VAGUS.
man. I'd much rather Vegas.
He got so
nerve.
excited.
I know. I'm like, oh.
Okay, so on a count of 3, we'll do an inhale
Okay.
and then a nice audible sigh. 1, 2, 3, deep inhale. And again, inhale. Good. And one more. Good. And now, Marshall, you'll tell Melissa one thing that you appreciate about her.
Melissa, I appreciate your zest for life.
Thank you.
And Melissa, as you just receive that, take a nice deep breath. And then when you feel ready, you can tell Marshall something you appreciate about him.
Marshall, I love that you make everybody feel welcome and at home in your presence, and I feel very loved when I'm with you.
Aw, thank you.
Yeah.
And Marshall, take a deep breath and just receive that. Let it sink in. And just one more deep breath together, inhaling, and then another audible sigh. And that's it. That's the 3-minute love
Wow.
ritual. How do you
nice.
feel?
Well, I'm marrying Marshall now.
Exactly.
No, that was really lovely. I think just even having a moment to just connect with each other in that way,
Right.
you know, and kind of just slow down together and acknowledge each other. That's nice. I mean, because Marshall and I spend a lot of time together, but a lot of times, right, we're doing.
We're doing.
Yeah.
Right.
And so I don't think there's a lot of that, which I'm sure is true for couples too, right? Especially if you got families and kids and
Right. Oh my
all that
gosh.
stuff.
Yeah, if you have kids, it's like you have so little time for yourself to just take that
Yeah.
moment to just like, okay, we're going to focus on just the two of us.
Yeah, and I think you think maybe you're thinking good things about people that you love, but you don't always say it out loud and share that with them. So just because
That's
you
it.
are thinking it, they might not feel it or know it. Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, and when we're upset with our partner, what do? Is we tend to nitpick or criticize,
Yeah.
or we let them know when we're upset.
Yeah.
We don't always let them know the things that we appreciate.
Right.
And
Yeah.
I recommend this practice for couples at least once a week, if not every day. You could do it right before dinner, it's 3 minutes, you know, or right before bed.
Yeah.
And what's so interesting is it also relieves stress. It reduces cortisol, the stress hormone. So our partner is kind of this built-in stress reducer with
yeah.
us to regulate our nervous systems together. Co-regulation, but we often forget that, right? We're just, like you said, you're busy doing or talking, creating.
Right.
Yeah. And I also, if you want to take it to the next level, I also recommend that couples do this once a week, like choose a day. For my partner and I, it's Sunday. And we'll actually do 3 things each that we
Okay.
appreciate about each other. And it's just nice to have that intentional day that we're like, oh right, it's Sunday. We gotta say what we appreciate.
Yeah.
Nice.
I love that. I really do see the value of it, but it does make me think. I know we've talked about this movie before. There's that Adam Sandler movie, Just Go With It. And have you seen that?
No, I haven't.
Oh, there's this couple. It's actually Nicole Kidman and Dave Matthews. And before they
Wow.
leave each other, they like will look at each other and say, "I love your sexy eyes," and you know, and then she'll say something back, and they do that every time before they part. But it's like, they're totally faking it, like he's gay or whatever in the movie. But it just made me think of. It just made me think of that.
Understandable.
Yeah. Yeah, and for some people, words of affirmation are their love language.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's one way that they feel loved.
I think that's a really good point, because I know my husband likes to hear verbal affirmations, and that's so not me. Like I don't do that a lot, and so it's interesting to make this an intentional practice. That would probably make him feel really, really good.
Yeah.
To do that.
Yeah, absolutely. And why not do it on a Valentine's date?
Yeah.
That's another great way
True.
to do it, right?
I love
Yep,
that. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then for those who are single, because 30% of U.S. adults are single.
Okay.
Which to me is astounding, about 1/3
Yeah.
of U.S. adults. Some of them are wanting a partner, and some are perfectly happy being single.
Right.
So we don't want to leave them out on Valentine's Day. It's
Well,
a
because especially, I mean, there's
celebration.
so much societal pressure to be coupled together, especially for Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Yes.
That
Yeah.
one of the things that was, I wouldn't say to celebrate, but it was a desperation day. And I'm like, we're not going to talk about that at all, because nobody should be that desperate.
I know.
It's like,
Yes.
you invite folks into your life. You don't just want them for just,
You know what, though, is interesting? I have a lot of female friends that are single, but they're in that place where they're very happy being single. Like, they're not actively trying to date, they're not trying to meet somebody, but still, a lot of times when Valentine's Day comes up, there is kind of that, that feeling of like,
Yeah.
oh, this is a weird day for me.
Yeah, it can bring up a lot of loneliness.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And then just the societal pressure of what are you doing for Valentine's Day? Because people ask that, right? What
Right.
are you
Right.
doing? So what I recommend for single people is solo dates for Valentine's Day. So I'd like to share 3 different ideas.
Okay.
These are great for single people, but also for people who are in partnership. We all need, I think, to strengthen our self-love. And when we take time for our own solo date, it also helps us show up with more love for our partner. Because we can't just look to our partner to fill us up with love. It's about
Right.
filling ourselves up with love and then letting that overflow extend over to our partner.
Right.
So my favorite is number 1 for the solo date, Valentine's. It's a rose petal sensual bath.
Ooh.
Yes.
That does sound lovely.
Super luxurious.
Yeah.
So I'm going to demonstrate for you. I have this lovely bouquet of
oh,
roses.
that's why there's that and that. I
Yes,
didn't
that's
put the
why
2
we have
together.
a
I was
bowl
like,
of water.
wonder if we're like bobbing for something. I was like,
It's not Halloween, Marshall. No apples.
Would you like to do this with me?
Sure.
Okay, these have thorns, so grab it from the top, please.
Okay. All right.
oh.
Okay, this is so easy. So basically what you'll do is you'll buy a fresh bouquet of roses, you'll draw a bath to whatever temperature you like, and you'll just grab the rose at the top, just cup your hand around it, see? And then you're just gonna twist. It's really easy. Hold the stem real tight and just twist. Oh dear, my stem broke. That didn't go as well as I hoped. Okay, I'm gonna just grab
What are we trying
part of it. You're basically just going for the rose petals.
Oh, okay.
Yep, so you're
I
just
didn't do
gonna
good either.
twist.
I didn't do good
Yeah.
either.
Usually it just pops. These roses must be really hardy roses. I've done this many times. And then you'll just
I'm not getting
sprinkle the rose petals
Ooh, how
into the
pretty,
water. Isn't
though.
it pretty?
Yeah. Okay, here, I'll give you this. I didn't do a good job here. Sorry.
So then in this case, if you get a little bit of the stem, you'll just grab just part of it and just kind of twist. Just kind of want to get a little traction.
Ooh.
Did you get it, Marshall?
Oh, I see what you mean now. So it's almost
Yeah.
it's like an artichoke.
It is like an artichoke.
Rose artichoke.
Yeah, and look at how gorgeous that
That
is.
is really pretty.
It's so romantic. I have done this for myself so many times. Usually what I'll do is buy myself a bouquet of roses, and then once it's starting to go, getting a little bit dry, then I'll draw a beautiful rose petal bath.
Yeah. Oh.
And just that is really lovely. You can also dim the lights, light some candles, play relaxing music. And if you do this, I highly recommend that you just enjoy it. Because usually, at night when we're unwinding, it's easy to be thinking about what happened during the day or what's happening tomorrow. At least that's what happens to my mind. It's thinking all the time. So you want to really let this be a sensual experience. You can grab one of the rose petals and just trace your body with it and just really notice how soft, like look how soft this is.
And this is one of my weaknesses, is the soft touch. Oh, I love that.
Oh my gosh, yes, I just saw you melt.
I know.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can just trace it all over your body. And then just really enjoy it. Just enjoy the visuals of seeing these gorgeous rose petals, the temperature of the water. Oh yeah.
Okay, I'm done with the show. I'll be in the bathroom.
The sink is not that big.
So that's the rose petal sensual bath. Then solo date number 2 is to write yourself a love letter. Of course, letters are kind of becoming outdated anyway, right? We've got text messages and emails, but how lovely to write yourself a love letter. So here is our template here. Is love letter to me. And I just have 3 question prompts. Something I appreciate about myself is, and then whatever comes to mind. It could be one thing, it could be, I appreciate that I'm kind to people, or maybe you have several things come to mind. Something unique about me is, that could be sense of style, like Melissa, and loving words I need to hear. And that could be something like, you've got this, I'm proud of you, you're courageous, you're so brave, you've overcome so much. And that one, if you can't immediately think of loving words you need to hear, think of what you wish someone else would say to you, whether it's your partner, or maybe even you can think when you were growing up, what did you wish your parents said to you?
Right.
That really gets deep into the core of what do we really need to hear.
Yeah.
Yep, so that can be a great practice. And you can certainly fold up the letter, put it in an envelope, tuck it somewhere where you'll find it, a month from now, a year from now.
I love that. That's a nice idea.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
And then solo date number 3 is to spend some time enjoying sensual touch. And so this one, you can again light candles. This time you'll probably be in the bedroom, maybe even with a cozy blanket, if you've got a soft blanket, and just get some lotion or even coconut oil and give yourself a self massage. And if you happen to get turned on, since I'm a sexuality educator, I'll throw this one in. If you happen to get turned on, you can also, of course, enjoy some sexual self-pleasure.
Yeah.
And really do it in a way where you're being mindful and caring of yourself. And it's a way to nourish your mind, your body, and your spirit, and essentially just relieve stress and connect with your body.
Yeah. Oh, I love that.
Wow.
As a Taurus, for me, that kind of connection and the sensual part of it is a big deal, Patrick.
Wow. It's like you use the full name.
No, he knows. He knows. He's like, we've got a whole routine now, like the music, all of it. So
Nice.
I love it. Yeah, and for a solo date, just think of something that you would love to do. It could just be throw yourself a dance party, go to a movie. I mean, anything that you would do with a partner, you can do by yourself. I mean, I shouldn't say anything, many things.
Anything, right.
I love solo dates. I mean, I'm not single, but I go on solo dates all the time with myself. And I don't know, it's like a treat for me. Like, I really I pick whatever restaurant I want to go to. I'll bring a journal and I'll write and just
whatever
kind of
time
hang
you
out.
want to go.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Like, I don't know. I think that's something that, but I'm an only child, so spending time alone feels very comfortable to me.
Sure.
Yeah, I know a lot of people, like my mom is like, I don't know how, I could never do that, and it's like, it's wonderful.
Right, exactly. Going to by myself, I love going to by myself.
I know. Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But those are all
Absolutely.
great ideas. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, you're welcome. I'm glad you like them.
Oh, I
Yeah.
do. Yeah, I'm definitely going to do a rose bath for sure. I love that idea. Yeah.
Even right here, who knows?
Yeah, you all can go home early.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Okay, and I see you brought this lovely bright pink lip
Yes,
pillow.
bright
Love
pink
it.
lips. So now we're going to talk about the science of kissing.
Okay.
So many couples, especially once they're together for a long time, they forget about the importance of kissing. When we're new in a relationship, we're constantly kissing each other and making out, right? And it can be really meaningful and passionate. So there's a couple things I want to share here. One is that couples who kiss regularly, they're happier and they have stronger relationships than couples who kiss less frequently.
Okay.
And there's several different ways to kiss. The Gottman Institute, John and Julie Gottman, they've been researching couples for between 40 to 50 years, and they have something they call the 6-second kiss.
Okay.
So they recommend that every time you say hello to your partner, every time you say goodbye to your partner, that you hold a kiss for 6 seconds.
Okay.
Because even if we just give a quick peck on the lips, it's like not even a second, right? It's like,
yeah.
So in this case, you'll just hold your lips together for 6 seconds, and you can use a timer the first time just so you can get a feel for how long it is. You don't need a timer every time. But the idea is it's long enough to feel that connection.
Okay.
Long enough to really feel each other, and to also, again, release stress. It releases cortisol.
Yeah.
And also kissing can boost our oxytocin, the bonding love hormone. And since it's Valentine's Day, we're all about oxytocin, any ways to increase that feeling of love that we have inside. Kissing also releases dopamine, the feel-good neurotransmitter, which is all about pleasure and attraction. Longer kisses, especially kisses that involve the tongue, can help to increase our testosterone, because testosterone is in saliva, which is interesting. So when we increase testosterone, then we're also increasing our turn-on, which isn't that interesting? So think of a 6-second kiss, and then also think of a 30-second kiss, or longer. The longer we kiss, the more dopamine, the more oxytocin, the more testosterone. And when we're having that open mouth kissing and longer kissing, that also increases blood flow to our genitals, which feels really good, right?
I love how excited she said that.
Yes, you can see the sexuality educator part of me coming out.
Exactly.
But just regular kissing, however you want to do it, there are over 1 million sensory neurons in our lips.
Wow.
1 million sensory neurons. So our lips are incredibly sensitive to touch, texture, and temperature.
Okay.
You could even grab that rose petal and trace your lips.
Yeah.
Or if you want to have a whole smorgasbord of Valentine's treats, chocolate, strawberries, and of course we like to eat them, but before you eat them, maybe just trace your lips or your partner's lips for the temperature, the sensation.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
That is cool. Ooh.
Yeah, so kissing can be just amazing. It can be so meaningful. And to me, I think, when we're kissing someone, it's saying to them, I like you.
Yeah.
I want to be close to you. Right? Yeah.
Ooh, okay, honey, we've got some things to try. Yeah.
He's getting a stopwatch for Valentine's Day, it sounds like.
6 seconds, 30 seconds.
Right.
And I'll also add, too, kissing can be a complete activity. Because some couples, they only kiss when it's for foreplay and they're going to get a little hotter, hot and heavy. And the cool thing is that kissing can just be just for kissing, just for fun. You know, it's like, how fun would it be to just kiss for 30 seconds or lay on the couch and make out and just that? And sometimes taking that pressure off of it has to lead to something more.
Right.
Sometimes just taking that pressure off can help someone feel more turned on and want more. So I really think of kissing as about connection. And even when we think of something like lovemaking, it's not about rushing to a goal.
Right.
It's about connecting and making love. So just think of like what helps us to feel love. That's looking into each other's eyes, listening to each other, saying those appreciative words, cuddling, just being there with each other. Basically basking in the love.
I love it. Oh, I'm so excited to go home now for Valentine's Day. Yay. Well, thank you, Courtney, for sharing all of this with us. This has been such a treat. I keep saying that word, but it really has been a treat. Yeah, to have you here with us again.
Thank you.
Yeah, and
Thank
happy
you so
Valentine's Day to you.
Happy Valentine's Day. Thank you for sharing your Valentine's Day.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm grateful.
That was a beautiful way to celebrate. Yes. Okay, we're going to take a break. We'll be back after this with Marshall's history for Arizona History Statehood Day. I was going to say History Day. Arizona Statehood Day. And we'll have things to do, lots of good stuff. So keep it right here.
Oh my gosh, that was so delightful.
It was.
Yeah.
That was really nice.
I always love how Courtney kind of brings it back to, there's all this stuff going on, but don't forget about yourself.
Yeah, it's
and your partner.
about the connection and,
Right.
The feelings. And I like that she brings in the physiology too and kind
Right.
of the science behind
And the
things.
science, I mean, who knew like
Yeah.
a million?
I know.
That was
I didn't know that.
had no clue.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's talk about some things we can celebrate.
Yay.
I should be wearing lederhosen for that.
I feel like you should too.
The music for
Yeah.
that was just kind of like, ooh, lederhosen. All right, so today is International Book Giving Day.
Ooh.
And it really is a time for people to just kind of share their love of reading and increase access to books, particularly for kids, just so that way they have that love of language.
Yeah.
And, you can donate books, you can leave books in public places so people can find them. There's all those free little libraries. Maybe
love
you go,
the free little
Maybe you
libraries.
go add some books to that.
Mm-hmm.
As well as this coming weekend is the VNSA
Yep.
book sale.
Book sale. That's always at the Arizona State Fair every
Yeah.
year. It is huge. It is massive.
Right.
A lot of people get kind of intimidated if you go and there will be a big line
Right.
to get in. But it moves really quickly.
Well, then when you get there, if you get there like 5 o'clock in the morning, the line's not that big.
Well, yeah, but then you're like camping out and waiting.
Yeah, yeah.
But no, I will say they're good about moving the line through. And then if you are a true book lover, you might want to bring like a wagon or something.
Completely.
Yeah, like people will bring the big bags and stuff.
Right.
But the wagons actually seem easier, I think,
Right.
with the books because they get heavy like the more you carry.
They
so.
do indeed. So
Yeah.
you want something with wheels so that way you can wheel.
Can you tell I go to this usually?
Well, and like usually it's like, we've got the little lady cart.
Yeah.
And so with 2 wheels, you just kind of pull that around, just keep filling it up.
Well, and I never had the wagon until we started doing the show, so now I'm
Oh,
excited.
so now you have the wagon.
Yeah, that's going to be
Oh,
awesome.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't have a wagon last year, so yeah,
I know.
very cool.
Pat's going to be so pissed.
Plus, but the thing is, it's always kind of fun because you never know what you're going to find.
Yeah.
And then they've got, so Robert Pala always volunteers to kind of manage, then there's like little rare book and...
They do.
So
they have
they have some
rare
really cool
and hard to
stuff.
find books.
Right.
They have, and it's well organized too.
Oh,
They've got
extremely well organized.
cookbooks and fiction and mystery and horror and docu.
Right, with big
docs
signs, so that way
and-
and there's a little map so you know where things are, so you
Yeah.
can find exactly what you're looking for.
Yeah.
And so,
Yeah.
well worth an adventure.
Yes, and the earlier you go, the better selection.
And it's actually 2 days, and so on Sunday, I think everything's 50% off.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that, you can still, and it's the 68th annual sale they've been doing.
And I'll say this too, not everything's really old and outdated. Because
Oh, no,
a lot
that's
of bookstores and places get inundated with copies of popular books, and so
Right.
you can find current reads and stuff.
You can find all,
Yeah.
that's the thing, just the diversity of what you can find is pretty
Right.
incredible.
Yeah.
And it's always, and every year it's always different. You never know what they're going to have.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's kind of the fun of going is, what's going to find?
Yeah. So check it out.
Yeah. Also, it is Ferris Wheel Day.
Ooh.
Yeah. So it's celebrated today in honor of George Washington Gale Ferris Jr., the inventor of the original Ferris wheel. Who knew? And so the first Ferris wheel was basically debuted at the 1893 World Columbian Exposition in Chicago.
That's a mouthful.
And it was kind of the U.S. answer to the Eiffel Tower.
It's too bad the State Fair doesn't have the Ferris wheel up during the book sale.
I know, during
That'd
this
be
day.
fun.
So yeah. But I thought it was just so funny that it's like, there's so much who knew that it was our response to the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, I that's kind of odd, but yeah.
So, but that's really why it was created for
Yeah.
this fair. And it's like, well, we can't have an Eiffel Tower, but here we'll build this huge mechanical wheel.
But why couldn't we have an Eiffel Tower?
Because we have a Ferris wheel.
Ours rotates.
Exactly. Exactly. It's like we had to one up. It's like, oh, yours is stationary. It's got an elevator in the middle of it. Oh, ours is so much better.
Yeah.
You get at the bottom and you just go all the way to the very top.
All the way around.
And then, yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And now they have the ones that swing, that like.
Well, and then there's like the Wonder Wheel, the one that has like each
Yeah.
car is on its own little track, so it moves around.
Yes.
And,
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I rode one of those back in Coney Island. Thing was a death trap.
I know, those feel like that.
Oh my God! It's like it clanks and like it's jerky because it's using gravity, and so
Yeah.
the wheel only turns. So it's like it builds up, then you move, and it's like
I didn't go on the. When did the London Eye get built and put in there? Because I feel like it wasn't there when I went to London.
See, and I'm trying to think. I think it was. I was there just before COVID, and I think it was there, but I chose not to go on the London.
Yeah, I don't think it was there when I
Because in
went.
London, it's like but it's so cloudy that I'm like, you want
It is.
you want a clear day so you can see
Yeah.
far, not. Oh look, I can see this far.
But you also get to say that you went on the London Eye.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So, also to date, it is the birthday of the League of Women Voters is celebrating today because back in
Ooh.
1920, basically they got together just months before the 19th Amendment was ratified, and so nonpartisan organization that really promotes education for voters registration and civic engagement. And so that they have been around since 1920.
Way to go, ladies.
And so, which I
Yeah.
thought was really kind of cool. And then, of course, it's Valentine's Day.
What?
I
Who knew?
know. And and I didn't know anything about Saint Valentine's.
I don't think I do either.
So basically, 3rd century, he secretly performed weddings for Roman soldiers despite the emperor having banned them. And so he was arrested and mistreated for that deed. And then Geoffrey Chaucer wrote a poem in the 14th century that basically linked birds finding their love in the Parliament of Fowls. And so that kind of brought now the aspect of love and partnering up.
Okay.
And so then the Victorians took it to a whole other level and made it commercial.
Of course.
And so cards, candy, so it had to be about the gifts, and so, and also Valentine's Day cards. It was the rise of the printing press that made those so popular because they would have been like very expensive and everything else, and now suddenly it's like they could just print a bunch out.
Okay.
So
Oh, interesting.
yeah, because I'm assuming schools still give them away.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like everybody had like a little mailbox or
Yeah.
the little
Yeah.
brown paper bag that you would just fill full of stuff.
Oh, I used to love that because you could decorate your little mailbox, and then people would drop Valentine's in it. Yeah.
Indeed. And then right on the flip side of that is things like this jacket, or I'm wearing my
His boots, his
my
Arizona
Arizona
boots.
boots.
Yay.
Exactly. Because it is Statehood Day. On this date in 1912, Arizona became the newest state, and we are now the sixth largest state and the 14th most populated state.
Yeah.
And so, we've got the 5th largest city in the country right here where we are.
Yep.
So, and then if you ever go to Papago Park and see the pyramid, that's where George P. Hunt, the first governor of
Yep.
Arizona, is buried.
Yep.
Now, the name Arizona is actually a mix of kind of Spanish with from the Basque sheep herders that were here. And so and the Pima people were also calling it, it was all about the land and that there was oak trees here, so it's a great place for an oak or little stream because of all the little streams that were running around.
Yeah.
And so happy Arizona Day.
Happy Arizona Day.
Exactly.
Beautiful.
All right. Now and before you do your things to do,
Yes.
I have one more thing to do for this weekend. Oh my gosh, on Sunday, we are doing a walking tour of downtown.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Fun.
Starting at 5 o'clock, and we're going to basically take a little 2-hour jaunt around downtown Phoenix, talking about some of the history and mysteries of downtown. So
Beautiful. How do people join up for your tour?
they can go to hiphistorian.com is the easiest way.
Okay.
And find it there.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
I don't even need to do things to do. That's the only thing you should do this weekend. That's it. That's it.
Well,
We're
there's
done.
also the Willow Home Tour going on the day before, so there's lots of things to do this weekend.
Yes,
So the
there
weather's
certainly
beautiful,
is. Yeah.
so get out and do.
Yeah, it is a beautiful weather out, and we do have lots of things to do. All right, so you can actually take a trip to Bikini Bottoms this weekend. That's right, it is a SpongeBob Valentine's Day dance party in Phoenix. Basically, they're transforming Stacy's into Bikini Bottom for a night of nautical nonsense. There's going to be pop-up drag performances inspired by SpongeBob. There's going to be DJs out there live. There's going to be jellyfish go-go dancers, themed drinks that'll make you say, "I'm ready." That's a SpongeBob thing. Krabby Patties served by a food vendor.
I was going to say, I'm like, or Krabby Patties.
Yeah. So this sounds like so much fun. My parents love SpongeBob, I think, more than I love SpongeBob.
Because you know who lives in Pineapple Under the Sea?
SpongeBob
SquarePants.
Yes. So this sounds like a whole lot of fun. It is 21 plus. Kicks off 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. And it is, Dylan, is this right? $5.49. 49 cents. $5.49.
I'm just thinking SpongeBob at 2 o'clock in the morning after a day of drinking. Wow.
Wow. Yeah. No, how fantastic. Okay, if you want something a little bit more classy than good old SpongeBob, although I don't know why you would.
I was going to say, I'm like, what else is there?
There is Love Nights and Jazz Vibes happening in Tempe at 7:30 p.m. So you can bring someone special or friends and family for a night of smooth jazz, sweet melodies, and pure love. So whether you're celebrating romantic love, friendship, or family, this kind of is a heartwarming night of jazz for everyone. It's $30 for general admission. There is a dinner package available for Valentine's Day. That's $80, and it's a 3-course Italian dinner. Doors open at 6:30 p.m. So a little nice jazz music for your Valentine's Day evening. This one is after my own heart. I used to teach improv. It was a whole lot of fun. There is actually free intro to improv class at the Bridge Improv Theater in Tempe. This is happening tomorrow at 5 p.m. So if you've ever thought about giving improv a try or just thinking that it looks fun, this is for you. So you can explore improv comedy in a very stress-free, welcoming, kind of safe environment. You'll also get a free ticket to the improv show later that same evening. So it's free to join. It's a drop-in class. It's happening on the 15th from 5 to 6 p.m.
It's a free class?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
And then
free
you go to see the
intro.
show after. Wow.
That's right. Yeah.
That's
kind of a sweet
really
deal.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that sounds like a whole lot of fun. It's also the 4th annual Downtown Chandler Fine Art and Wine Festival. It is going on today through Sunday.
Look, there's downtown Chandler right there.
That's right. It's at Dr. A.J. Chandler Park West. And it's going to be a lot of just really beautiful art, delicious wine. They'll have spirits, cold microbrews. There's going to be artists that are showcasing their work there. You can sip and stroll, which I think is nice. And yeah, it's just going to be a lovely weekend. General admission is $5 to go. It's $4.
Not just $5, not $5.49?
Not $5.49,
Okay.
just $5. If you buy 2 tickets, though, it's $4. So that's kind of nice. And then you can get a souvenir wine glass for $15. They do prefer cash if you have it available, which I don't know who has cash anymore. I feel like, do you have cash?
at home. But
Okay. There are free public parking areas around the area.
I like how you're like, oh yeah, let's talk to the old guy over here.
I was like, if anybody here has cash, it would be Marshall. It's 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. for the festival, so you can head out over there. Here's another fun one that I would be down
bingo?
for. It's not. It's tarot.
Ah.
Yeah, so Fate and Flirtations, a Valentine's tarot night at Lola's Liquors at 7 p.m. So basically, it's kind of love in every form. So it's whether you're toasting a soulmate, your best friend, it's just open for everybody who wants to connect, and you'll get to kind of see what the cards have in store for you. Maybe you pull the Lovers, maybe you pull the Fool, maybe the Devil. Who knows?
Who knows? But
Who knows?
Regardless, you can then get something to drink.
Yeah, it is 21 plus. So it's free to go, but yeah, like Marshall said, buy a drink, buy some snacks. It's 7:30 to 9:30, and tarot is just a fun way to celebrate. Yeah. This one I feel like you will enjoy. It's Valentine's Day at the Planetarium at the Science Center and Planetarium in Tucson.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
No, that would be a lot of fun.
So at 6 p.m., basically you can snuggle up in the planetarium for a live astronomy star talk or a laser light music show. Show tickets include access to all of the science exhibits with romantic lighting and music, by the way, that will be pumped through. There'll be special themed activities. And if weather's good, guests can take advantage of opportunities for stargazing through the telescopes as well. So that's pretty
fun.
cool. Yeah. $25 for non-members, $20 for members. And then there are different shows and options that you can purchase at like 6 and 8 p.m., which are different.
Wow, and a laser light show. I haven't seen one of those in years.
Yeah, it's been a while for me too. Yeah. And then last but not least, we're sticking to kind of the planetarium theme. Do you know about this one?
I don't know.
Okay.
It depends on what it is.
I Heart Pluto, a night of discovery.
Oh, it's got to be a little observatory. I mean, you gave it away right there.
It's not, actually. It's at the Orpheum Theater in Tucson.
What? How are they doing I Heart Pluto in Tucson? It was discovered up in Flagstaff.
Well, they're getting a little piece of the action here.
Wow.
So for those that don't know, this is the 95th anniversary of Clyde Tombaugh's discovery of the icy world Pluto on February 18th, 1930. So this is the keynote event of the 6th annual I Heart Pluto Festival and takes place at the Orpheum Theater. Believe it or not, Adam Nimoy is going to
I saw that name. I was like, is he wearing pointy ears?
He's the son of Leonard Nimoy.
Yes, of course.
Yeah,
because the Nimoy is not a popular name. I mean.
Yeah, and then there's also going to be a Dr. Alan Stern there, who's the principal investigator of New Horizons, Mission to Pluto, David Levy, and David, I don't know how to say your last name, I'm sorry. He is the editor-in-chief of Astronomy Magazine, and so there's going to be a panel discussion that will take place with all of the special guests.
Wow.
Prices range anywhere from $18 to $60, and doors open at 5 p.m. So if you're really into Pluto...
Yeah.
This is where to go.
Oh man, I don't think I can get down there.
No, can't swing a Tucson trip.
Sadly, not this time.
Yeah.
But maybe next year. I didn't realize they were doing I Heart Pluto stuff as well.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Very cool. All right. Well, let's do some birthdays
Woo!
To kind of round out this amazing Arizona/love show.
Wake up, it's your birthday. Jump up, go have a great day. Everyone has come to see you. Make a wish and hope it comes true.
All right. And so the first birthday we have coming up is Frederick Douglass. So he was a leader of the abolitionist movement in the American Northwest, famous for his oratory and writing abilities. He published Narrative of the Life of Frederick Douglass, an American Slave, a bestseller at the time in 1845.
Wow.
So, yeah, It was a
birthday.
yeah, and it was a very much. It was basically an influential personal account of slavery.
Yes, yeah.
Of
Yeah.
what was going on. And then we have Michael Bloomberg, who founded Bloomberg LP. Basically, he had been fired from his job, and he took the severance and started Bloomberg.
Yeah.
Went on to become New York City's mayor. Had a brief stint for running for president.
Yeah.
And so he is 82 years old.
I feel like he's always that serious too. Like in the picture.
Yeah, no,
He's
it's like there was never like
I know.
a smile photo or anything.
That's just him.
Yeah. Now, one thing I didn't realize also, our next birthday is Teller.
Of Penn and Teller?
Penn and Teller.
Oh, nice.
Exactly. Which I was, he's famous for not talking. He also was at one point a teacher, which I didn't realize. And so they became popular on Broadway in the 80s. And then they also did appearances on Babylon 5 and Hollywood Squares.
Oh, they've done a ton of appearances.
Yeah. Exactly. The list
Yeah.
was really long. And it was like, now they've got Penn and Teller Tell a Lie, Penn and Teller Fool Us. There have been some folks from Phoenix and Arizona going Fool Us. And actually one guy did fool them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, we should have him on.
We should.
Yeah.
that would be cool.
Okay. And so Teller is 76 years old.
Oh, wow.
I know, I had no idea.
Happy birthday, Teller. I
Eh.
think Penn's a little bit of an asshole, but I like you, Teller.
And then Freddie Highmore, which you might not know the name.
Oh, my God.
but-
I love him, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
it was like Finding
No, I did not know
Neverland,
his
Charlie
name.
and the Chocolate Factory, the mid-2000s version.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean.
But he also did the modern version of Psycho, The Good
Right,
Doctor.
exactly. So he's been in tons of things.
Yeah.
And he's 32.
Oh, he's so young.
But so old, because I'm like, I remember from like Finding Neverland.
No, I know.
And I'm like,
but
oh my gosh, we literally watched him grow up.
He's really remarkably talented. Yeah.
Indeed. And of course, last but not least, Arizona.
Arizona's birthday. Of
Exactly. It
course.
is Arizona's birthday. And so that's how I'm ending my birthday celebrations.
Okay. Happy birthday, Arizona. We
Exactly.
love you.
113 years old.
What a great year.
Yeah.
I love the number 13. All right.
So
Well-
it's a lucky birthday.
It has been a day full of celebrating and love and awesome stuff. It is also Friday, so we have the weekend to enjoy.
Exactly. There's so much fun stuff going on this weekend. The weather's spectacular, so get out there and enjoy it.
Yes. Enjoy the state of Arizona and the place that you live. Take it all in. We will be back with you on Monday morning with a brand new show, new guests, all new fun stuff. So we can't wait to see you and wake up with you on Monday.
We'll see you Monday.